Hey guys, I wanted to make a video about my Poison Concoction Pathfinder. I'm playing solo self-found. You can find similar builds on Maxroll or Mobilitics, but at some point I changed some stuff around. Build clear maps very well, thanks to decompose bots, and bosses are also fine. I was able to kill Breach and Ritual bosses on 3rd difficulty. So let's start with the skills. So basically we got our Poison Concoction from the Pathfinder tree. So the main idea is get the highest level as much as you can. So I'm 32 now, and I also have PoB for this build. And I'm using Vine Arrow really rarely, just for the rage. I mean, before the boss spawns, you can just drop some of them and you can get rage. I mean, I know it's DPS increase, but I don't use it so much. But as you can see, the rage is actually increase my damage. Eye of Winter in Despair is really important because Eye of Winter is actually a wither, and our wither is not 5% because of the tree, it's 7%, so it's like 70% chaos damage increase. And Despair is just our curse for chaos. And I have Ghost Dance and got Herbalism on it. I have like almost. You only need extra spirit for this gem. It's not super important, but if you can use it because our life flask increase apply on our energy shield. So Ghost Dance is really nice defensive layer. And I got Wind Dancer and just Blind and Maim on sports. I got Grim Fist because while mapping. And I got Alchemy Spoon. It just you need to use this on bosses, especially the pinnacle bosses, because your flask charge you just out of flask charge, so you need it. And Bling and Shield charges on my offhand. I got offhand shield, and I can increase some mobility. I'm not constantly using this, but sometimes you just backtrack, so you can use this setup. So for the stats, you need some intelligence because of the Grim Fist and your energy shield helm. So I have exact number for my helm. By the way, I'm just solo self-found, so I crafted everything and most of them drop. Uh, I know it's not. You can increase your defensives and offensives by yourself. There is no required Unix except the Widow Hail. So you also need some dexterity. Strength isn't necessary because we have like you need like you just have 3 strength gem. So you need like 15 strength. But if you want to use shield charge, you need 25 strength. So that's why. If you have like dexterity quiver with the Widow Hail, you can get huge amount of dexterity. So you can get the intelligence from your passives. And our defensive layers is basically Chaos Inclination, Eternal Youth, and Acrobatics. So there are some nodes from like Subterfuge Mask and some evasion nodes, and you have some energy shield nodes. Also there is like Spectral Ward. This one is really nice. If you have like hybrid chest, you can also get lots of energy shield from it. My energy shield is pretty low if you because I'm using corpse weight, but on bosses I can swap around with this. So I got like more rarity and energy shield. It's like 4.4k or something. So our defensives are like Grim Fist, Wind Dancer, Ghost Dance with the acrobatics, and we are immune to chaos. So, and you just get your res cap. I have like 58 evasion. I switched the acrobatics around like last level or something because I think Breach Balls has so many slams. So I try to compensate that evasion. On mapping, I didn't die at all. On mapping, it's really easy because the Grim Fist is kinda OP. So I'm sure you know this defense flares setup. But I have also have acrobatics. It's a new addition for me. And we have Eternal Youth, so our flask is also applied to our energy shield. And also there is like these notes, but I had to drop because of the acrobatics and third Jewel Socket. So our passives is basically Force Ascendancy, you just got your Poison Concoction and Spread. You don't need Spread, but you just need this, so Decompose is also spreading, so you don't need it actually. Also the like 6 passive point is really nice from here. So it's pretty similar. You just go there and you need these 80% quiver bonuses because we have +2 projectile quiver, and with this you can increase your concoction skill level. That's why I'm 32. At level 90 you got level 20 concoction and full link, and with this setup I got like 10 more level, and I also have this amulet which is +2, so this 32. I'm really close to another threshold here because every 50% bonus gives you a 1 skill point if you have +2 level quiver. So this is 80%, and default without hail, without corruption, the max roll is 250 I think. And so with this it's like you have 300 cap, yeah, 300 threshold, and it's like increase your level with this. So you need to go like 80% here and 350. So I'm very close to 350. If I get that, also I'm gonna get like +1. So you can just use gamble, or if you had drop, I have like couple widow whales here which is bricked. So you just use your sockets and corrupt it. So the initial roll is doesn't matter when you corrupt it. So don't try to like increase your percentage before corruption. You don't need that. So try to find like at least 270. I'm very close. I think I can, if I get any jewel for it, like 3%, I'm gonna get another skill level and it's a huge DPS increase. My jewels are very bad. So basically I have like magnitude and projectile and movement speed. This one is nice. And projectile and magnitude on poison. And another one is here, which is projectile and magnitude. So I don't have like bonus cure effect yet. So after all the defensive stuff, the poison nodes are here. You just increase your stack on the poison, and this passive is double your poison stack. So +1 here, and you got another +1 here. So you got 3 poison stack, and with this it's 6 poison stack. But on the decompose, you can also use comorbidity, which is like +1 poison too. So with the decomposed poison, it's actually 8. For my items, I have Video Hail, and it's almost on the threshold. And I have Cure. You want like the, I think you need dexterity on it because it's so hard to gear without this dexterity. It gives you so much, and you can't handle the intelligence requirements. So basically, you need projectile skill, and attack speed is really nice. There are some like crit chance variants on these builds, but I don't have any like crit quiver, so I'm not playing that. You also like have different passive tree for crit chance and crit damage. It's a nice build. I think Rue has a got on the mobilitics. And my rings, it's basically like rarity, some resistances, and chaos damage percentage. And this one is also chaos damage percentage with the resistances. And this one is new, my last update. It's got like increased armor, which is useless. Accuracy is useless because I also have accuracy on this. And 32 int, very nice. And fire resistance is high. Projectile skill, +2. You can get like +3, but I didn't see yet on the source I found. I also allocated pure energy. This is a defensive one, but you can also use some offensive ones. On the PoB, you can check that. So for your helmet, you need highest energy shield as possible because this is passive. You already get like evasion from your energy shield. So the main idea, get like resistances and get these like maximum plus maximum energy shield and increased energy shield. With both, you can get high energy shield value. The accuracy is another accuracy useless. I got 2 resist and crit chance, which is alright, which is fine. I think I crit sometimes. So, and my jacket, my body armor, and this is really nice base. It just increased movement speed. I really want movement speed because I have to use decompose for mapping, and this got just 10% movement speed, and which is really bad. But it clears so well on the bridges, rituals. It's so easy. So normally you need to use Iron Rune on everything, but I can't handle the resistances, so I just swapped some runes. At least we can swap around now, which is very nice. So you need to like you need hybrid body armor and with the highest possible evasion rating and energy shield, of course, because this. So for belt, it's a bit tricky. There's couple belt options, which is first one is fine belt. It increase your flask charge. As you can see, we are 67, and as you can see, we are very slowly charge. On mapping, it's not necessary because we are already like killing lots of mobs, and map bosses are really not a problem. You can kill them with only one set of flask charges. But on the bosses, you also need Alchemist Boom, so you can get like more flask charge. At some point, I think like third difficulty of Breach Boss, I had to wait a little bit on the fight because my flask just depleted. So for your belt, you just need resistances, and you need like flask charge on the implicit, and you can get like flask charge gained. Also, there is another mod which is reduced flask charge used. You can also use this belt too. It's a mail belt. And for boots, we are using this corpse bead. I just corrupted it and it got double socket, which is nice for the resistances. Uh, but on the bosses you don't need this, of course, because it just explodes the monsters around. So you can use something different like energy shield, rarity, intelligence, and stuff. This is way better on the bosses. And for glows, my glows is really bad. Normally I want some high energy shield, which is like maximum energy shield and increase energy shield. Life is very useless for us. Reduce attribute, which is useless. Crit damage bonus, I don't need it. I just need like more resistances on glows and attack speed, which is also increase. Because you can stun bosses really nice. Also you need to get like really close on the bosses because we have close combat here. So for poison concoction you just use scatter shot and it just shotgun the bosses. When you throw it, you just instantly stack all of your poisons because 3 of them actually hitting the boss. So Chaos Infusion like just increase damage. Chaos Mastery just best thing is the level of the poison concoction to scale its damage. The martial tempo is nice. You also have like some hit damage. So you also doing like some DPS with the poison. Also you have DPS on the hit damage. It's not high because it like the other crit variants, but it's still something. So our poison duration is also a little bit low, as you can see, like 3 seconds. So you just need to get close. My rarity is like 25%. I I had like better options. I have Venture Gambles. If maybe I can use it with the. I also farming Ingenuity from the ritual. If I get that and with better rolls on this, I'm using Divine on this. Like I think I used like 8 Divines already. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna say my Divine on the Ingenuity belt. So also you can like swap offhand and you can just set your blink with the second weapon set. So when I swap my weapon, my blink is active. So I can just shield charge and blink, which is nice when you running around on the map because some missing rare or something. So I don't have socket on this, but if you can farm this soul course, I think there is attack speed course, which is really nice. You can socket it, but I don't have it. I need to farm them. I have a couple trial, so I'm gonna maybe I can farm. So for farming, actually the bosses are fine, and ritual and breach is really easy. Because on ritual you always have decompose around the ritual, so you can just farm them very easily. And breach is also really nice and easy. I don't like expedition and delirium is just you just go in there and I think it's really easy to farm maps. So I can run a map showcase. So for mods, I really don't care about mods. I think I didn't die at all on the maps because Grimfist is really OP and Decompose is stupidly strong. So let's see a map with the breach or yeah, let's go this one. That's a very bad map, but yeah. I'm just gonna showcase how easily you can farm ritual and breach is also same. You just run around You throw couple. You really don't need to spam your poison concoction on maps. So I'm not using anything. I'm just throwing one. Just be careful on the start because you don't have green fist stacks and it can be dangerous. The burning ground is no-no because burning ground actually explode the decompose and it's really bad because your decompose should stay on the map, but the burning ground it just explode and explosion damage is really low. So if there is burning ground on the map, just don't run it. Or you can just use it on the like towers. I just want to showcase the ritual. But if I find any ritual. Since I'm solo self-found, I also showcase runes on the loot filter, but my loot filter is very strict. Because I'm only looking for cubers. I don't even look for bows. And just like jewelry. Okay, this is very bad spot. Well, it's alright. Since we are like chaos immune, rituals are also really nice. You just need to run around when there's tornado, and if you don't move, the corpse doesn't explode. So you need to move around on the ritual. So it's really easy. That was a very bad layout for the showcase, but yeah. For POB, I also have POB for this, and I have my items just added. And as you can see, I have like you, I really don't know this DPS is enough for some content, but for now I'm alright. I just wanna try to the arbiter, so check it's okay or not. So our skill is this. As you can see, I just done the poison concoction, and my our DPS is like this, and we have like 3 poison concoction because I have scatter shot. So this is the shotgun projectile setup. So if you lower this, as you can see, your DPS is increased, but it's when you hit the bosses with the close range. Also, we have like setup on the distance from the enemy. Yes, here. As you can see, like our DPS is getting lower because we have close combat. So I have Wither. As you can see here, we have Despair on the boss, and when you have Wither with 10x, you can get this DPS. Because Wither is really important. I just couldn't find where it is. Yeah, here. 70% increase chaos damage taken, 7 per Wither stack. So with a single Eye of Winter, as you can see, it's 70%. And Despair is also important. to keep up on the boss. I'm gonna share this POB on the with the couple max roll and POB dot in the description of this video. Just this is pretty simple build, and I think it's safe to say it's SSF friendly, to be honest. If you have Widow Hail, you can just farm. Course Fade is not very rare boots, so I think it's easy to find too. Have a nice day, everyone. Thanks for watching.